Hello, Sagittarius. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. And how are y'all doing today? And I'm coming to y'all today kind of excited because, well, the planets have just been amazing. But right now, Chiron is moving retrograde into Aries. So, what does that mean for us? Well, Chiron moving retrograde is allowing us to heal ourselves internally. This is a time for us to have a lot of emotional and spiritual growth over the next 6 months because Chiron is in Aries from July 11th through December 15th. So, what is Chiron? Chiron is a new planet that was found in about the last 40 years. I don't remember the exact date. But at first, when astronomers saw him, they thought it was an asteroid. And turns out there's a planet. Isn't that exciting? I mean, that means that there's so much more to learn than we ever would have thought. I never realized that we didn't know all the planets. But as we make better telescopes, we find new things. That is exciting to me. Okay, so anyway, who is Chiron? Chiron is from Greek mythology, and he was a son of the Titan god Cronus and a nymph whose name I cannot pronounce. I tried. He was a centaur, but he's also a god who lived at the foot of some mountain. I forgot the name of it. Most centaurs are violent and savage, but not Chiron. He was known for being wise and nice, and he has a great knowledge of medicine. And so that's why when he's moving retrograde into Aries, it's all about our emotional growth, which I find so exciting. Plus, I find it exciting that they're just a new planet. So anyway, I've made a few more changes. I know someday I'll quit making changes. One of the changes I've decided to make is that instead of me sitting here going, what do my Sagittariuses need to hear? Because that's so boring. I decided to do that before I got online, before I got on the video. So that way you get something almost for every second. So you're not wasting your time. So I've already pulled the cards, but I haven't looked at them. So we're going to look at them together. The first thing we're doing is I pulled 2 cards from the Fairy Oracle. This is a gorgeous deck by Lucy Cavendish. The first card we get is the Riddle Fisher. And this is about divination and finding our own answers. So, how do we find answers? Well, we pull cards, we meditate, we play with our pendulum, not play, we use our pendulum, we ask our gods and our goddesses. There's a lot of different ways we can find our answers. But right now, we need to be finding our answers during the week of July 13th through July 19th, 2020. The next card I got is the Gatekeeper. And this is the Gatekeeper is like saying that there's dimensional slips. You might just feel a little bit different this week. But the Gatekeeper is part of your spiritual team. I don't know if you know that. We all have spirit guides that are with us, kind of like a guardian angel if you don't understand the concept. And everybody has a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper is the person that is the spirit guide, not person, that keeps negative energy from coming into our lives, that protects us from things. And so we have to give the gatekeeper permission to work with us. And I think for you Sagittarius is that your gatekeeper wants to be in your life. They're asking you to open the door and let them in. Now for our tarot cards. You got the Hermit. The Hermit is all about introspection and looking inside and finding your own answers. It's a very spiritual card. It's not like Walt Whitman in ways, because he had some amazing poems, but he got those from living in Walden Woods. Yeah, Walden Woods. One of my favorite poems is a Walt Whitman poem. And he got that from that introspection, from that looking within and finding that spiritual center. The next card is the Fool, and it's reversed. So let's flip it over. What does a reverse card mean? We've already discussed that. I feel like it's a watered down card. The Fool, now don't take that personally. I love getting the Fool because it means I'm starting on something new. I'm starting a new journey. I'm starting a new part of my life. I'm just starting something new, and I love that. And finally, we get the Queen of Wands, and this is all about hearth and home. So, what this is telling me for you for this week is that you need to meditate and ground, look inside. You're getting ready to start a new journey, and you need to spend some time at home, and you need to nurture yourself. Like we all need to nurture ourselves more and more. Now, let's look at my crystal ball for my Sagittariuses. I see a dandelion. You know, not the yellow part, the puffball, like you go. And that's saying, make a wish, live your dream. I'm sorry, sat back down. And I see a jellyfish. And jellyfishes go through life um, blending in to their environment. But we don't need to blend in. Sometimes we can, but we also need to be ourselves. So, Sag, don't blend in and lose you. And I see a dog running up a hill. And what that means is that you're running up a hill. I have to think about it for a minute. I'm not sure. Um, I believe that means that you're running up, you feel like you're running up a hill and getting nowhere fast. Yeah, I do feel like that resonates with me. That's what you feel like because it was running up the hill. It wasn't at the top of the hill, it wasn't at the bottom, it was running up the hill. So let's see if I can see one more thing. And I see a clam. So that means that you've been hiding yourself inside your little shell. You've been shutting it up, and it's time to start opening your shell because you're a wonderful clam. And clams keep their shell shut so that no one can hurt them. And even running up the hill so that no one can hurt you. Maybe it's time to trust someone. Maybe it's time to trust yourself. Okay, Sagittarius, this is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. Send me a text 405 512 9400 if you want to do a private reading. Or go on my Facebook page, Belladonna and Moonbeams, and send me a private message. If not, I'll see you next week. Bye.